Maria Van Trapp, without thinking of our first guest, please welcome back the Grammy, Emmy, and Academy Award winner, Julie Andrews.
Hello,
Julie.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
All right, so what year was this when you won your Oscar?
I think it was 1965.
65.
Yep.
And for Mary Poppins.
Yes.
And it was your first time there ever?
First movie.
How old were you?
Oh, gosh. I think I was close to 30, something like that, 29, 30.
And do you remember what you felt like in that audience?
Yeah. Well, it's trying to find the right word. I felt that I wasn't worthy, and that I was completely sure that Anne Bancroft was up for an award also.
Which movie?
For The Pumpkin Eater that night.
And who else was up?
Oh, gosh, that I don't remember, but
I'm
sure she was going to get it.
You thought Anne was going to get it.
And she very sweetly came up to me afterwards and, congratulated me. And I said, I thought it was going to be you. And it's quite amazing. And I think I said something like, you Americans sure know how to make a girl feel welcome. You're famous for your hospitality, but this is ridiculous. You know?
Well, I asked you to bring the Oscar because I thought a lot of people have never been that close to an Oscar, so you were kind enough to bring it.
Yes. And you're going to be very close to one, right?
I'm going to be even closer right now, actually. Let's bring the Oscar out. Where is the Oscar right now?
Oh, it's coming.
Andrew. You look so nice, Andrew. Thank you
my
so much.
goodness me.
Wow. He really...
Did he put that on specially for the Oscar?
Just for that. You don't hold an Oscar in any outfit.
No, you have to have it with the...
No, Andy had to put the tux on for that. We're going to see every angle of it as it turns around. It's like we're on QVC right now.
That's right.
They're only $29.95, and if you order now...
But do you know how heavy they are?
No.
Go on.
Oh, yeah, that's heavy.
It is for me these days, I can tell you.
That's heavy. That's a good workout, actually, to walk around and just... Yeah.
Well, we actually have a pair in the house because Blake also was given a Lifetime Achievement
Your
Oscar.
husband, Blake Edwards,
yes,
who is so talented. I adore him.
So do I. So he's got one on one side of the bookcase and I've got one.
Is that where you keep him, on the bookcase?
Well, these days, but in the early days, as I say, I wasn't quite sure that I deserved it since it was the first movie, and who knew, it might have just been a fluke or something like that. So, I kept it in my attic for a long time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You hid it so they wouldn't come after it.
Well,
yeah. I don't know where it is.
Yes, I have no idea. But yeah, it just seemed wrong to show it off. These days, I really show it off.
Yeah, well, you should. I mean, that's a pretty amazing thing.
It is.
And now, how many times have you attended the Oscars?
Oh, my. Well, 3 times nominated, but also lots of presenting and things like that. So I've been there about, lots, I guess about 6 or 7 times.
And what would you say to, like, Jennifer Hudson, who is brand new? This is all of a sudden a huge,
Yeah, I mean, if she's lucky enough to get one this year. I think I'd say just be grateful, because there is so much talent out there, and it's so much a question of being in the right place at the right time and having good mentors and just so much good fortune. So I think you should just be very humble about it.
And what do you think from me? I mean, I obviously am working on certain things to make the audience relax, but what do you think, what can I do to make that audience feel completely relaxed? What do you feel when you're sitting out there?
Oh, gosh. I think we're also delighted to see you. And I'm being dead honest. I could be silly, but really everyone's so delighted to see you. And they're there to have a party and a wonderful evening. So welcome them to your party, is what I'd say.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I look at it.
I think you will.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, I have my wine and cheese picked out, but I want... I want everybody to know that that is a celebration, because I think sometimes they're so nervous, worried about their category, that they're not really...
Well, I think it settles down, and it really is a special evening, and it's the whole industry. It's not just, a section, or it's everybody that's in this wonderful, magical thing called the film business. It shouldn't be called a business, But they're all there celebrating, and they're all nominating and rooting for you. So.
And do you watch every year?
You bet.
Yeah?
No, the best is, you know, at home with feet up on the bed and some pretzels and, you know.
Tearing people apart and what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You've done it, right?
Yeah. That's what everybody does. You
Yeah.
sit at home and you're looking at that going, why'd they wear that? You know? But so that's the thing. I think I'm going to include everybody watching at home, watching from other countries, and acknowledge that it's not just us in the room. It's really everybody watching.
It's
so
true.
That's what I'm going to do.
It's a huge rating. I mean, huge.
Yeah. It's great. I want everybody to be comfortable, too, so I'm installing lazy boy seats. And so, because it goes on a long time.
Yes, it does. It can, and really goes on.
And once your category's out of the way up front, people should be allowed to take a nap.
The worst thing about it is that they ask you to be quick with your speeches so that everybody gets in.
Right.
But towards the end, it's like, forget all that. Just say thank you and get off.
Right.
And that's when you really want to hear, you know, the big nominations. You really want to hear how people sound.
Yeah. Well, we're not playing people off this year. We're not going to have a band where they're allowed to talk as long as they want, but we are going to encourage for them to throw away the list and actually just speak from the heart, and because that's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a Oscar.com backstage where they can go and say thank you to, you know, and
that makes a lot of sense.
You can go online and
yeah.
you can hear them say thank you to those. You know.
Good.
So, all right, we have to go to break. We're going to come back and talk about your achievement. You're getting an amazing award. Can I let somebody hold this?
Anybody can hold it.
All right.